Yes, we are back with a new studio, a new look, and a new show. No, you stop crying. This is Octagon Hype. That's right, Bryan Lacey here, and we return to you with an early Christmas gift of an all-new Octagon Hype, and we're coming to you right off the back of the historic weekend that saw Octagon's first ever show on UK soil. Now, don't panic. If you couldn't be there, here is your 1-minute recap of Octagon 48. So, Manchester United for an oasis of violence as Octagon looked to bring a new order to the UK MMA scene. The coronation streets of Manchester City were lined with 24-hour party people buzzing for Octagon's UK tournament. Unfortunately, we did lose one of the fights on the card as things Danny boiled over between Picorni and Rock at the weigh-ins, leaving fans Tyson furious that that fight was cancelled.
You big stiff idiot. Okay.
Aaron Abbey left the canvas simply red as Garcia claimed the flyweight belt. Akon One List said take that as he jump-kneed Barnick in the Stone Roses, narrowly missing his Bryan Cox. Although it does bring a whole new meaning to the phrase, never mind the Buzzcocks. Brad Pickett left his trademark Ricky hat on as St. George Staines became the Octagon Challenge champion, and Channel 4 and DAZN have been declared Octagon's new Joy Division, as estimated viewing figures for the tournament in the UK alone came in at over 400,000 viewers, giving the team at Octagon a very happy Monday. Manchester gave us many magic moments as it brought a fully loaded fight card that included 2 title fights. The main event saw one of the most incredible stories in all of sports in the form of Aaron Abbey take on UFC veteran and cousin of Sergio and Anthony Pettis, Elias Garcia, in a fight for the first ever flyweight title. Abbey's battles outside the cage are well documented and incredible, from living with cystic fibrosis to beating cancer in 2019 and now fighting for a world title just 4 years later. But the fairy tale ending was not to be. Despite a hero's welcome and a career's best performance, which had him winning the first 2 rounds on the scorecards, it was a well-timed knee in the first round that opened up the cuts that eventually caused the doctor to call a stop to the fight at the end of round 2. Emotions on both sides were high as Garcia became the first ever Octagon flyweight champion and also the first ever undisputed champion from America. You could see just what it meant to him as he gave credit to his cousins Anthony and Sergio in his post-fight speech.
It means the world. I can finally join my cousins as a world champion. Love you, Ant. Love you, Serge. Serge, man, I love you, dog. You've never stopped believing in me, man. And I'm here because of you, dude. And Ant, you've always had my back, too. Gave me a chance from day one, and I finally proved you guys that your time wasn't worth nothing.
In the post-fight press conference, a deflated but not broken Aaron Abbey gave his take on the fight and what he wants next.
You know, I'm gutted. I'm heartbroken. But as for how the fight was going, I think I was up on all 3 judges' scorecards for both rounds. And we'd just been saying in the back now, and obviously I was talking in the build-up to this being my Rocky, and Rocky didn't win the first one. It went to Rocky 2, and I would love that chance again.
So will the Welsh Italian stallion get a second crack at the American champ? We will see. Octagon 48 also gave us the grand finale of the reality TV show Octagon Challenge, England versus Ireland. The series itself was the most epic, the most controversial of all 7 seasons that Octagon have made so far, from the challenges to the pranks, from the rewards to the fights in the cage. And after 8 episodes, 2 men rose to the top to give us the final that would feature England versus Ireland in Manchester in the forms of St. George Staines versus Dennis the Menace Frimpong. Now, this fight was about more than just the coveted challenge belt, as George was out to settle the score for some of the things that Dennis had said and done during the show.
He said something about his grandmother playing both roles, and I just described his grandmother as a transvestite.
And I was saying his mum was like his mum and dad at the same time. He's like, what was he fucking? I was like, don't fucking say that about my grandma. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
You're just gonna smash your fucking face.
In the fight over 4 dominant rounds, George did attempt to shut Frimpong's mouth, but even in the fire, the Irishman still had something to say.
Hey, there's 5 rounds. 4 games, 5 rounds.
Staines continued to dominate into round 4, where eventually he managed to get this finish.
Bleeding. Oh, maybe looking for this front. Oh, he's going to get it. Frimpong taps. Oh my goodness! St. George Staines. He gets the finish. That is it, the redemption he called for. But on top of that, he has earned himself a place in history.
The new Octagon Challenge champion, George Staines.
So St. George Staines now joins the illustrious ranks of Octagon Challenge winners that include Gabor, Kristofic, Rishavi, Zvabova, Paulus and Topuz. And what was great to see was despite the build-up, respect was earned in the cage. George posted this: "Thanks to my opponent Dennis Frimpong for being a great opponent." And Frimpong replied, "I appreciate the scrap, lad. Gave me a lot to take back to the drawing board. Was a pleasure to get in there with you." And Frimpong didn't just become a fan of George's fighting style, he was also seen the next day buying Lego. Next up, the crowd were on their feet to welcome our 2 stars of stage to the cage. 2 men who had spent 10 months training and sacrificing everything to prepare for their MMA debuts while balancing their crazy celebrity lives, and 2 men who nobody ever thought we would see inside the cage: Jake Quickenden and Paul Smith. Now, these 2 legends first came face to face at the weigh-ins. There was definitely tension, but it seemed to be more of a sexual nature as Paul checked out Jake's abs and Jake checked out, well, something else on Paul. Fight night though, it was all business as they made the walk to the cage in the shape of their lives and as they looked to put all the skills that they have learned over the last 10 months to the test. After 15 episodes of the TV series, there was only one question left to answer, and we got our answer on Saturday night.
Heavy leg kick from Smith. Oh, here we go. Oh, big shots. Oh, big shots. Quicker than look at. Oh, he's done it. He's done it. He's connected. He gets the finish.
Jake claimed victory with an impressive and devastating KO finish, but it was Paul Smith's post-fight interview that once again showed why he is the champion of social media, as that interview has had over 4 million views in less than 4 days.
Massive respect to Jake. I wish you'd all cheer him. He shouldn't boo him. He's a fucking good guy. Please cheer him, because he fucking deserved that. Go down to your local MMA gym, support these places and keep them going, because all the kids, they need boxing gyms, MMA gyms. They need these communities, man. We need it. We need to all be working together and get these kids stop fucking stabbing each other and shooting each other. Get them in the cage. You win, you lose. We have respect for each other. And that's the main thing I wanted to bring to this now.
Now, Paul has formally retired from the world of fighting, but fans were teased that they might see Jake Quickenden back in the cage when he posted under Octagon's promo for their next UK event in Newcastle on January 27th, this. A welterweight clash of game-changer fighters saw Jon Serdu take on Alex Lahore. Now, Serdu took full advantage of coming to the UK and managed to squeeze in an audition for the next season of the Peaky Blinders as well.
By order of the Peaky Blinders.
On top of that, he also picked up a €5,000 Performance of the Night bonus for doing this.
Literally in school, only spot. Oh, look at that, forward with the right hand. Now big knees. Oh my goodness, Serdu caught in the pressure. Oh, the right hand, that's it! Jon Serdu, Dracula! He wished for it, he got it, and he finishes Lahore here inside a round.
After his victory, Serdu had this to say about who he wants next.
Always I said, fight with Velichka, which was my mistake, and he know that. So for sure I will be in December, and I will watch that fight. And after that, I hope he will win. And after that, I will smash him for the title shot. Let's do that.
Jack Cartwright made a victorious return to action and a successful one after 445 days away from competition and after over 3 years since he last fought in his adopted home city of Manchester. He took on the crazy-eyed Brazilian Junior Assis. Cartwright added another rare submission to his CV with this arm lock in just 2 minutes 15 seconds.
Now maybe going to look for an, I mean, he's got an old school judo armbar available there if he wants to go for it.
Looking to feed that in between his legs.
And he might get this, you know, this is tight.
Look at the submission here. He needs to extend his hips. There's the top! Wow! Wow! Jack Cartwright! What a statement! What a victory!
What lasted longer than the fight was the back and forth between him and former bantamweight champion Jonas Magard.
Get out of my face, you fucking
Let's have it
muppet.
to 29.
You'll get fucking banged, son.
By who?
Me.
By you?
Me. You're scared of Laurent, you're scared of McGrillen, you're scared of all your little boys, I'll fucking bang you.
I can't wait, baby.
I'll bang
Give me
you
all the
all over.
smoke.
I'm here to.
Give me all the smoke.
I'm here to. What are you going to do? Get
What
fucking
you do?
smoked out.
By you?
Nugget. Yeah.
By you?
You couldn't knock a wank out, you silly
Bro,
little bitch.
You only fight
Get out.
flyweights, baby.
Get out,
You're only
mate.
fighting
I
flyweights.
fight who turns up. I fight who turns up.
flyweights.
The Brazilian who turned up to
Flyweights.
you on short notice whooped your ass.
All I've got to say about that is take my money. It was not such a good weekend for the two Czech stars that had made the trip to Manchester, as the people's main event, Pokorny versus Shem, was cancelled after things boiled over at the weigh-ins.
Oh, there we go.
The Octagon doctor did try and cheer Pokorny up by seeing if he was ticklish, but Pokorny wasn't impressed.
Nope.
Banik versus Wanless did at least make it to the cage, but it only lasted 20 seconds as a jump knee saw the force unleashed on Banik's lightsaber, leaving the Czech fighter unable to continue.
The boxing of Banik especially is phenomenal.
Oh, jump knee. Oh, coming in. Right in the cup. You heard it. You heard it. Literally, that was a hell of a noise that made.
Banik was taken for an X-ray to see what damage had been caused, and no, they are not his kidneys. We wish both guys a speedy recovery, and we hope to see both fights rebooked in the near future. Viewing figures for the Manchester tournament between Channel 4 and DAZN in the UK alone have exceeded expectations, with early figures indicating that over 400,000 tuned in to see the historic first event on UK soil. These viewers will be very pleased to know that Octagon also dropped the news about their next two tournaments in the UK.
The year 2024 is coming, and so is Octagon MMA. Our UK and Irish adventure continues with 4 more events on British soil coming next year. The most spectacular MMA show in Europe has to be experienced to be believed. Bringing you the best talent from the UK and Ireland, as well as stars from Europe and beyond. Atmosphere, emotions and adrenaline all in one place.
This is where Shamrock shines.
First stop is Newcastle on January 27th, and then Birmingham. Tickets on sale from November 20th.
And UK fans, do not forget that you can register for early bird ticket alerts and for special offers for both the newly announced UK events coming in 2024. That is January 27th for Newcastle and April 20th in Birmingham. Be first in line and register at octagonmma.com. Follow our social media for more information and be the first to get your tickets to the best show in Europe. Next stop for the Octagon Circus is Germany on November 18th, and we are there for a record-breaking event. That's right, we're in the Laxness Arena in Cologne, and we have already sold enough tickets to break the attendance record, which makes Octagon 49 the biggest MMA event in German history. And when you look at the card, it is no wonder. We will finally crown a heavyweight king as Hatif Moel takes on Lazar Todev for that vacant belt. German star Christian Ekelin takes on the dangerous Brazilian Apollo Silva. Engizek will look to make it a 13-fight win streak as he takes on the Egyptian Ahmed Sami, and the card also features the Battle of the Gunslingers as El Pistolero Dennis Elbai takes on the UK KO artist Corey Fry. That all goes down on November 18th. Tickets are available at octagontickets.de, or you can can just watch it in the UK on Channel 4, The Zone, or on octagon.tv. And UK fans, do not forget you can register for early bird ticket alerts and special offers at octagonmma.com now. Be first in line for those tickets for the January 27th event in Newcastle and of course April 20th in Birmingham. So that is it for this week's episode. For more information on all things Octagon, you can follow us on social media. Details below. You can follow me at Bryan Lacey MMA. So until next time, see you.